sampled Will's saxophone track in there, and then this was a play along that he played Donna Lee to. That's the song you heard when we first opened the show. Here it is. That's cool. I like separating these elements, and you might think, oh yeah, jazz is just this bunch of rambling kind of busyness going on. But if you listen to something 5 times, 25 times, maybe 500 times, it starts to make more sense. So it's just like an eloquent sentence. So this kind of thing is fascinating to both of us, I believe. It's just like we're listening. There's the background. Are you paying attention to that cymbal? There's bass in there and piano. Here's the sax. So it's kind of neat to concentrate on these different elements because they all make up the greater whole. Talking about being creative, I'm all about this Ableton Live thing. I'm all about technology. I have been for most of my life. I don't know why. I haven't really chosen it. I like straight ahead jazz, but then I like the funk thing and doing something a little different, a little modern. So I quickly pulled in some of these hip hop loops.
I can't wait to see what you do. Oh man, I'm so excited.
And so we have this, and then listen how the feel changes and how it makes you feel as you're listening to this. That's different. So one thing that's interesting to point out is you can just mix and match things, like you pull something out of your cupboard and you mix it with this one and you create something new. Or you can put a little thought into it or a little bit of time, and all of a sudden you start crafting it. And it's this thing where some things are better than others, right?
Oh, no. Mardi Gras.
It's not really Mardi Gras. That's James Brown.
Yeah.
So there's this really neat thing that I messed with just a little bit, and I'm going to show you. I'm highlighting all of these drum loops, and I'm going down here and turning on a thing called follow actions. And what it's going to do is play any of these loops for like one round of the loop, and then it'll go to some other one. So it's always switching.
Oh, wow.
So I can start it like on, say here, and it'll only play a little bit. Now it moves to this one. That's actually when the levee breaks, nice. Led Zeppelin. So right. Now for some traditionalists, they would maybe go, you're bastardizing this thing, you're committing a sin. But I try to look at it like that's already been done. Maybe you mix and you're actually paying homage to this and going, how cool to have this kind of sound over this new sound. And, you know, that's sort of a musician's prerogative.
I want to get the date right on Donna Lee, so I'm consulting the Oracle real quick.
Nice.
47 was the original recording.
What was it?
1947 was the original recording.
Nice.
Donna Lee, which is credited to Charlie Parker, who stole it from Miles Davis, who actually stole it from somebody else. So.
And you mentioned, if for those of you that are maybe being introduced to this jazz world without the sax. Charlie Parker's, yeah, credited with creating like bebop, right? Sort of the father of jazz with Dizzy Gillespie, who plays trumpet. But Cannonball Adderley is a big influence on a lot of people, which Will just said, and then Sonny Stitt
Don't
as
forget
well.
Sonny
And
Stitt.
you'll notice in the video when Will was playing, you see on the calendar there, there it is. There's Sonny Stitt. A lot of people don't realize that stuff's going on under the surface. Just like I bet they're thinking, wait a minute, Will, he's thinking about this stuff, this history, or he spent some time. He knows all these details about Sonny Stitt. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's how you get good.
Well, these people are my heroes. I
Yeah,
think about them all the time.
yeah. So it's kind of neat for people that are watching this to remember. You walk by a jazz club and someone's playing. They didn't just learn that yesterday. It's this deep-seated. They might have only been playing 2 years, but most likely they've been playing 12 or 30, and it's represented in their playing and the maturity and the way they can communicate with the band members on stage. It's a very deep concept, so it's really neat that you're here watching this, but hopefully we can open your mind a little bit and go, wow, these people are living this thing, which leads us to this point. I'm actually reading a book right now called Personality Isn't Permanent by Ben Hardy, and it's
Hmm.
very intriguing. I've been reading this guy for 2 years, just came out with this book last week, and it's this concept that your personality is always changing and can be transformed by what you do. Every time you do something, you're confirming your identity. But a lot of people just think you're how you are and that's it. You were dealt these cards and you're a shy person, and you like to spend time alone practicing your sax and analyzing this thing. What's your thought on that?
That's man, I'm immediately intrigued by that book because it's like, you mean I could get out of here? I don't have to be like this for the rest of my life.
I'm gonna drink to that.
Yeah, right. So, no, books like that, ideas like that are really, I mean, they're cool, and it's it's always exciting to get involved with the self improvement type stuff, or at least the self alteration, where you could maybe look at it a different way. I've been stuck in the way I am for quite a while, but
Do
you
you
know,
think? I guess it's that there's some people that like punk rock. There's some people that like country. There's some people that only like singer-songwriter kind of stuff. I tend to like jazz, and I really love funk. And I love the complexity of those, the syncopation and the language that you're talking about, the advanced harmony. Do you think, in general, though, that all of us that hang out together as jazz musicians, are we a certain type?
definitely. You got to like enjoy complexity, and there's got to be like a little bit of like subversiveness in you to want to do it. There's got to be like something that that doesn't enjoy the same thing that already happened. Like you're looking for variety, and enjoys surprises, enjoys like the spontaneity of what might happen, like being able to have to deal with something on the fly that has changed, or something that is occurring that you can't control, or
That's
all
that's
that.
so spot on. I agree with that 100%. That's a perfect